in the historic French-Canadian city of Montreal, Quebec. Today, week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Condors of Montreal. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch. So will begin at the 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Vikings, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Murray now. A little short pass. This is Everett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Dean Lowry. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. To throw, it's Murray. A little short pass. This is Everett. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
All right, come on.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. But you look at this defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Green.
Murray now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle with Eckler. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Once more, here's Eckler. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Tua now on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Austin Eckler His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. After the turnover, here's Murray. And that one too wide and incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now Murray throwing on second down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The offense on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though. That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
2nd and 11. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
This is taken at the 18. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one up to around the 33.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Here's Murray. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And not much room to speak of. They'll get about 3 up to the 41. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Let's go.
Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he's He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Murray now on first down. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Jake Bailey now. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Tua sets up to pass it. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking on the midfield logo. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. First down, Murray. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he's got some space here. And out across midfield down to the 45. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now Tua. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on for the 5th time here today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now from Murray. That is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. A tackle made there by Caden Stearns.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Condors have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. To his throw, taken in by Hockenson here.
And Hockenson going to have the Vikings 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings 1st down as he'll take this up close to midfield. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Oh, now an injured player down there, and this is not what you want to see. That's Justin Jefferson, who's having some issues. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, so what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Ball on the 35. Here comes second and 5. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That second down play nets a -4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold, here we go. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. And that has to drive the coach crazy.
And they go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On second down, here's the option. An injury stoppage here, and a lot of worried faces on that offense and on that sideline as Kyler Murray is in some discomfort. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now Murray. This is caught. It's Brown. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction all of a sudden. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big-time fourth-quarter return for a touchdown to tie this game. Now the PAT obviously would give them the lead.
And as we know, it's no longer a gimme since they changed the rules a couple of seasons ago.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their...
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw on target to Godwin here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Murray to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Condors have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. They're going to try and run for it. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. That is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Dobbins with it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Back to throw. Murray. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Now Murray. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw is Murray. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Here's a give to Dobbins, pushing through the contact. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
Now 1st and goal. Dobbins trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. Here's 1st and 10. Tua. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a